And now, with surrender off the table, Bastogne would have to survive the only way left, by holding the line in frozen hell. After the surrender demand was rejected, the fighting intensified. German artillery pounded the perimeter day and night. Trees exploded into splinters. Foxholes collapsed under frozen dirt. Sleep became a luxury no one could afford. Men rotated in and out of the front lines when possible. But rest often meant crouching in a frozen trench, trying to stop their hands from shaking long enough to reload. The cold was merciless. Weapons jammed. Mortar tubes iced over. Medical instruments froze to skin. Some soldiers suffered frostbite so severe they couldn't feel their fingers pulling the trigger. Others fought through numbness because stepping back meant leaving a gap in the line, and there were no reserves to fill that gap. German forces launched coordinated attacks using tanks supported by infantry. They targeted road junctions, wooded approaches, and thin sections of the perimeter. American commanders had to make constant decisions under pressure: where to deploy the last anti-tank rounds, which sector could hold with fewer men, whether to conserve artillery or unleash it to stop a breakthrough. There was no margin for error. Every order carried weight. Every miscalculation could split the defense in two. Inside aid stations, doctors made brutal choices. Who could be saved? Who had to wait? Who would not survive the night? The psychological strain was just as dangerous as the bullets. No contact with the outside world for days. No confirmation that relief was on the way. Only rumors carried by runners and fragments of radio signals. Some men began to wonder if Bastogne was meant to be a sacrifice. But leadership kept that doubt contained. Commanders moved through the lines despite the shelling. They spoke directly to soldiers. They reinforced positions personally. Visibility mattered. Presence mattered. It reminded the men that someone was still thinking clearly. Then, finally, a change. On December 23rd, the sky began to clear. For days, heavy clouds had protected the German advance and isolated Bastogne. Now, the weather shifted. American aircraft appeared overhead. First a few, then more.